The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. This is Howard on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with Howard. He finds an opening past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Zoom.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
That's fine. Yeah. Mike 51. Jumbo! Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Snap comes at 1. A dump underneath to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 8. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
You see it? You see it? Move. Hands up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, gotta go. Move. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Josh Jones in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Move. 18. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, clear 58 on it. Next one. Look at that.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319. Box it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, check 26.
Now it's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This time, Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. On second down, Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down, in this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
319. Max North. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Zone.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Aikman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right. 319. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
58. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
On first down, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, where are you going?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go with Howard again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A give to Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. This is Cohen. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And now the Packers get set to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, we're not going.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
This is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, 88. 319! 319! Right now, you got 58. Blue 58, get on it! Kill!
Again, it's Jones. He's to the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, gotta go.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.